Welcome back to Kdramas Decoded, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode of your favorite K-drama. Episode 11 of Dream to You brings the filming of the movie to an emotional conclusion while forcing the characters to decide what they truly want for their futures. The episode opens with Ju Ayi and Woo Subin facing the painful consequences of the controversy surrounding their film. Subin has decided to step away from the project so the movie can survive, but Ayi refuses to accept his decision. She reminds him that they promised to see the project through together and insists that she will do everything she can to bring him back. When Yi and the rest of the staff confront the company, they make it clear that they will not continue filming without Subin. Their loyalty eventually moves the representative, who decides to withdraw instead, allowing Subin to return and finish the movie. Subin is deeply grateful, and the two finally enjoy a lighter moment together. Their relationship becomes increasingly affectionate, with Subin openly telling Ayi that he loves her. As filming wraps, however, Ayi becomes anxious about what comes next. She worries that this movie might be the best thing she ever does and wonders whether she will have another opportunity to grow. Subin reassures her that there will be better days ahead and reveals that he became a filmmaker partly because of her. Meanwhile, Ayi's mother makes a major decision of her own. After years of enduring her unhappy marriage, she confronts her husband and demands a divorce. She threatens to expose the evidence of his behavior if he refuses to let her go. For the first time, she chooses to live independently and tells him that from now on, they should each live as themselves. Ayi supports her wholeheartedly, assuring her that she will always be his mother no matter what happens. After finishing the film, Ayi begins questioning whether she should continue her career. She admits that watching the movies she made as a teenager embarrassed her, but she also realizes that her lack of knowledge once gave her the courage to create without fear. Now that she understands more about filmmaking, she is afraid of failing. Her mother encourages her not to stop halfway and tells her to keep learning and follow her own heart. Subin also starts planning his next project. He gives Ayi a screenplay he wrote while living in America, based on their own story and centered around a man's first love. Ayi jokes about how much of her future has already been included in his plans, but the conversation reveals how closely their dreams have become intertwined. Elsewhere, Yungi receives devastating news about his father. His father has been secretly battling cancer and has only around 3 months left to live. Yungi is heartbroken that his father kept the illness from him and desperately wishes he had known sooner. He especially wants his father to see him as a successful actor before he dies. The team decides that, although they cannot rush the movie's official release, they can show Youngi's father an unfinished version so he can see his son's first leading role. As everyone prepares for the screening and Youngi's debut celebration, the characters experience a mixture of happiness and grief. His father's pride in his son becomes one of the episode's most emotional moments, especially as everyone knows that their time together may be limited. At the same time, Ayi receives information about a film residency program that could give her an opportunity to develop her career. This reignites the conflict inside her. She loves Subin and feels safe beside him, but she is afraid that staying with him will cause her to stop pursuing her own dreams. Subin initially tells her not to leave, admitting that he does not want to be separated from her. He then makes his feelings completely clear. His dream is not filmmaking itself anymore, his dream is Ayi. He tells her that she is more important to him than his career and begs her to stay. However, Ayi ultimately realizes that loving Subin cannot mean abandoning her own ambitions. The episode then shifts into a more reflective, almost cinematic sequence as Subin narrates that every person creates their own movie through life, and that every life contains unforgettable scenes. Ayi finally makes the painful decision to let go. She tells Subin that she loves him, but her dream cannot simply be him. She has already chosen him once, and that decision haunted her for years. This time, she wants to choose her own dream. Subin is devastated but understands that he cannot hold her back. The episode closes with Subin reflecting on his own greatest scene. After receiving encouragement from those around him, Ayi is reminded that it is not too late to pursue her dream. She realizes that she may not actually be ready to say goodbye to Subin after all. The final moments leave their relationship unresolved, but make one thing clear. Loving someone does not necessarily mean giving up who you are. Both Ai and Subin must decide whether they can pursue their dreams while still finding their way back to each other.